So it's really, but today is the day of our grant for paying rent, mortgage, or utilities. We're giving out $20,000, and you have to apply by midnight. And you apply on Let's Go Help 2. That's our sister site from our we have the application on our Facebook page too, but it's easier, I think, for most people to see it on Let's Go Help 2 because it's right there in the front to apply. And you will get it when you put in your application. What happens is you get a email acceptance. Hey, we got it. Don't worry. And if you don't get that acceptance letter, then file it again. Put it in again. So you want to make sure you got an acceptance letter. And remember, we do this every month. We have 4 different grants every month. And the next one is on the 30th, which we give out 25 laptop computers. So if you don't have a decent laptop to get online and start applying for these things, and you're only trying to use your phone, then please apply for one of our laptops, okay? And if you don't get it this time, you could try it again next month, okay? So that's very important. The other thing is, we give out on the 4th. So the 4th of April, we give out $40,000 for you to spend on anything you want. Okay, so this is a program, $40,000 you could spend on anything. So every 30 days we're doing this, and then the next one is the 15th is for car repair. We just finished the car repair, and I saw we just put up the names of the car repair for last month. It takes us a few weeks to get the names out. So look for, if you applied the last couple of months, because after 60 days or so, we just put the money in the pot again. And we really need it in the pot because what happened, we lost a bunch of money this month because of Stripe. Stripe just cut us off for no reason. They say we're not legitimate, or I don't know what kind of crazy ass thing they did, but they gave us like 2 weeks notice. And when you run a business like this, credit cards is the most important thing because that's how you get money. All online. If you don't have a way to cash credit cards, then you're not in business and you can't be in business. And so banks are careful. So it takes a process to get authorized and to be able to use credit cards. So it's been taking us 3-4 weeks now, and they gave us 2 weeks notice. So we lost a ton of business because of their stupidity. But who am I to say? I guess it's a free country and just as free for me to say what I want and them to believe what they want too. So that's the downside. But that'll never happen again because we want to make profit to give it to people. And so the more we're able to make, the more we want to give to our members. So we give you back that money. And many members have gotten way more money than they ever gave us. So there's hundreds and hundreds of members every month that we give money to, either $500 or $1,000. So make sure you apply for that. This is the reason we're here. The reason we're here is to help other people. And if we're making money by having people paying for this service, then if we make too much money, we want to give it back to the people who gave us the money in the first place, okay? So we don't go invest in, rocket ships to the moon or Hawaii vacations, stuff like that. No, it's members who need the money. And then that's it's a gift, and it's a gift because it feels so good to give. I mean, at my age of 80 years old, man, all I want to do is help as much as I can. I've paid my bills, and I don't need a whole lot to live now, and so the business is able to support me and the other people that help me. So the other things that we get, so that's what pisses me off about Stripe. I mean, I'll always figure out a way to feed myself. So I'm not, as long as I'm able. And that's why even I get my Social Security back. Well, most of it, I'm keeping a little back for for a rainy day kind of thing. You never know. But then, I don't know, the government giving me money, it's silly. There's more people that need the money more than I do. And I don't give it back to the government, but the way I do it is I have a scholarship fund for single moms up in a junior college or a community college, and I give them most of my Social Security handout and $1,000 for help, because that goes a long way. That pays tuition, at a community college. So I think that's the best bargain we have for education and training, is your local community college. So if you're looking for trying to make your life better and to create income, so grants are good. They're good for many reasons, but what's better is for you to create your own income. So that's why with these grants from us or somebody else that I'm showing you in the government, is really for you to get yourself together to go out and create income so you can generate help to people and get paid for it. And that's the good part of capitalism, and that's why I like what we're doing here, because people are willing to pay for this information because it's a value to them. I don't want to do anything that's not of a value to somebody else, because then you're just pleasing yourself and not somebody else. I think we're all here to love somebody else and to help other people. And if you're just doing it for yourself, that's why if it was for free, then to me I would feel like, oh, I think you should have this, and you should have this, and here it is. And but if they don't think it's a value, then it's not good. It's not a good two-way street. It's like loving somebody and they don't love you back. Oh man, that's worser. You want people to think it's valuable. So that's what capitalism at least does for me. And I used to charge, and see, the rich people know it's valuable. That's why I used to charge them thousands and thousands of dollars for the same thing I'm only charging $20 for. But I got sick of doing that, because what I found I was doing was helping millionaires become billionaires. They didn't need the money. And by the way, I put up a chart yesterday or the day before. Life is getting a little hectic here for me. And here's how the government grants go. Who gets the government grants? Okay. And actually, how do people live off the government grants? You know what I mean? How much of someone's income is based on government grants? Okay, so for people up to $40,000, 30% of their income is from government grants. Okay, 30% of the people, 30% of the income people get who earn less than $40,000, so that's 0 to 40, 30% of the money comes from the government in grants. Okay, for people who make $40,000 to $60,000, 25% of their income comes from grants. Okay, so I mean, you look at people make up to $60,000. Most of them, the average is getting 25 to 30% of their income that they live off comes from government. Okay, now if you go over $60,000, it drops down to 20%. So people who are making $60,000 to $90,000, $60,000 to $90,000, 20% of their income comes from government grants. You think it only goes to poor people, don't you? Nah, that's the problem with it, man. We can help a lot more people, poor people, and we don't give it to rich people. So 60 to 90%, I don't know what you call rich, but that's debatable too. 60 to 90, if you're making $60,000 to $90,000, you're getting 20% of their income comes from government grants. Now, if you're making $90,000 to $130,000, 15% of their income comes from government grants. So they're getting almost $20,000 a year from government grants. Why we're doing that is beyond me. That somebody's got good lobbies, and that's the only reason I could see why that's happening. Okay, now here's the kicker. People making $130,000 or more, up to $1 million. So if you're making $1 million, 10% of that money comes from government grants. So when somebody's bad-mouthing government grants, that it's all for, no, I can't find any money, I make too much money. What do you mean? What, you make over $1 million? Then you're right, you're probably not eligible for much. But if you make $1 million, you're eligible, 10% of that is like $100,000, right? So that means there's $100,000 worth of grants waiting for you. Now that's fucking crazy. Isn't it? But it's reality. Why it is complicated. We built this country over 2,200 years or whatever, and it's all layered on top of each other, and everybody's fighting for whatever, and everybody's more worried about themselves, which I guess you should, because you have to take care of yourself. But I don't think taking care of yourself must mean you have to be a millionaire. At least if the community's paying for it. But that's neither here. I don't want to fight that battle. I don't have enough time left in my life, and I'm sure nobody else does, to change that. So to me, it's how do you use this stuff, okay? What do you do? Where is it? Now, why is it there? Well, the government doesn't do a good job of that. They think they do, but obviously they don't. Because we got 10,000 people. I have no idea where this hell this stuff is, and mainly because it's layered on layered on labor, layered, and our administration decides all these things. There's no continuity. So it'd be nice if we started from zero every year, but boy, that'd be tough, right? So what we do is take all the old programs, don't do anything with them, and lay on new programs. And it's hard to get rid of old programs, because you have people that are invested in these things, and they'll fight tooth and nail to keep them. So that's the tough part. And if elected officials want to get elected again, they have to please as many of those people as they can. Is it my volume or yours? Your voice is coming through softly. Anybody else have problem hearing me? Particularly on Let's Go Help too, because I'm also broadcasting on Instagram to try to educate people there, and on YouTube. Now, Let's Go Help too, I'm on their live. That's for paid members, so I have to take care of them first. They pay my mortgage, so they're the most important people we have here. Thank you very much. And that's important, I have to keep in mind. But also, don't forget, on Let's Go Help too, you apply to every grant. First thing, if you're a member of Let's Go Help too, you want to apply to every grant. You want to watch when we have live sessions like this. Now, I come on just at my whim. I do too much, and I hate to be tied down to having to do something on purpose, because life is too chaotic, what I'm trying to do. And so I try to do it every day, and sometimes I don't. But more importantly, we have other ways you can get personal online help. Now, a bunch of ways. One is ask questions. Now, we have two places to ask questions. One on Let's Go Help on Facebook. Just start a new discussion there, and we will answer. Oh, I got a ringing in my ear. We will answer that. It usually takes a day to get you an answer. You can keep asking questions if you don't get it right, and do it, keep it. And also on Let's Go Help, we have something called a question corner, okay? That's on the tab on the left-hand side of Let's Go Help is our a tab there for the question corner. And you want to click on that and put in your question. We'll answer it usually less than a day, and keep answering. If it doesn't answer, do it again. Now, the other place is you want to go, we have workshops. Look on the left-hand side, the workshops, and they're, Sabrina has workshops. She's staff, and she has these great workshops for about 2 years now. Twice a week, she does them. They're usually an hour, 2 hours apiece. So she really gets into it with people. And so look when they are. They're usually in the evenings, like Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, something like that. And then also we have members, which we call navigators. So member navigators. These are people who are members who came here and then found out how to get grants and things like that. And so they're available for free to help you too. And we give them a stipends, but they're really just volunteering their time because they know how important it is that people should know this and how wonderful it feels to be able to help somebody. So that's another thing. If you're a member and you want to share anything you know about doing this that possibly help people, and don't forget, you don't have to know much, and that's why I like members helping more than me, because they're more of what the average person knows and understands, and how to relate to the average person better than I can ever do it, because I've been studying this stuff almost 50 years now, and trying to entertain myself is a lot different than really speaking to somebody that's just starting. And I think they have more of a heart and understanding of what you're all about and where you're coming from to help you better than me. And so that's why they're there almost every day now. We have somebody, because there's a handful of people. And please, if you have some extra time and want to try it, you just try it and see. If not for you, that's fine. Misty, get a hold of Misty. She'll set you up and do that. And like I say, it's really about helping people. But like I say, we have a little stipends, that helps, and may go down a little better. I'm starting. I'm just starting. I want to be a member. People on YouTube and Instagram, to be a member, it's lescohelp.com. Lesko, LESKOHELP.com. And it's $20 a month. You could quit, or if you pay $20 and you think I'm full of shit, we'll give you your money back. I don't care what you think of me. The most important thing that is we've been able to, Let's Go Help too. If you belong to Let's Go, go to lescohelp.com, and when you belong to that, then you get everything. We send you an email. You should get an email right away of getting links to get into both Let's Go on Facebook and on Let's Go Help too. Okay, so you will get everything when you join one place. So that's important, and it's important to try. It's important that you know that it may not be easy, and that's what happens. People think it's going to be real easy, and it may not, and then they give up and they say it's full of shit. Well, it's not, unfortunately, because you thought it should be something else. And I know I would like it to be another way, but the government is a bit complicated. The way they set it up is a bit complicated, and we can't change that. So we have to take what we have and try to make it as easy as possible as we can to people to understand it. And that's why it's going to take more than you maybe think it will. So that's why we have the people to help you along the way to do that. We only charge $20. I used to charge $20,000, to tell you the truth. Fortune 500 company, they didn't care what that was. They just wanted the damn money. And it's the same process. And so that's what we try to do with individuals. And it's a lot easier in individuals because any application that you probably need will only be 2 or 3 pages, fill in the blanks. You never have to worry about getting help with a grant application. There are occasional times you might, but most likely don't. And don't worry about it anyway until you see the application. People worry about all these things before they even see an application. No, get the application first. That's the hard part. Getting an application is the hard part. Filling it out, that's easy. And actually, the government helps you fill that out. People are afraid to ask of the government, afraid to ask for help, so they don't even take advantage of that. And that's too bad. You can't do that. People are there to help you. Remember, people who work for the government are people like you and I. They have decent jobs, and they have a job of helping you get money. Wow, wouldn't that be a great job to have? Right, okay? So that's why when you talk to them, you have to be nice to them because you don't pay their bills. See, you don't have to be nice to the people on Google because the Google want your money, and they'll do anything you want just to get your money, okay? This is different. So these are people already get paid no matter what they do for you. So you have to use you and your personality to get as much as you can from the people and to learn as much. They know more about these programs than I will ever know because they've been handing this stuff out for so many long. Do you have any information for establishing an elderly residential home now? Yes. And item number 5, Ann, in the Let's Go Meta Grant reports. Go there and make an appointment with the free business counselors. Now, you probably want to be a nonprofit, no matter what kind of organization. They will help you find money, think through the project and everything. You want to sit down and talk to people. Don't go looking for money first. No, you look for money after you know what money's out there because you want to see what's best available, and you may have to change your idea a little bit based on what's out there. You can't say, well, I want to do this because I decided it was good and I'm going to go out and find money for this. Well, they may not have money for that. they have money for something real good. So if you go home and paint the same thing green, you can get that money. So that's why you sit down with people who know that area, and they will help you decide how to do this, the best way to do this for you. You just don't go out and look for money. In other words, you want to get a job. I want to make $1 million. No, you got to go out and find out what people are hiring for, and then meet their needs that also meet your needs. Thank you. I got great information yesterday as well. Oh, wonderful. So where can I get free legal help? In the Let's Go Meta Grant reports, we have a state-by-state listing of all the free legal help. See, there's probably about 40 organizations that give free legal help for anything. Your bank screws you over, the dry cleaner screws you over, your insurance company messes you over, anything. All that legal help is in different organizations, and that we have them all categorized like that. So go to Let's Go Meta Grant Report and download for the free legal. Oh, see there, Tammy's right on the ball there. and that's available. Meta Grants Report, absolutely. Now, Tammy and Charity are well, they're I think they're taking their act up to the Catskills. You'll see them in Vegas soon. They got an act of helping people together, and it's cute the way they work and help people. So make sure you join Tammy and Charity on our workshops, and they're there live a couple times a week, and showing their joyful, loving personalities and helping you as much as they can. Is there any way for India to get emergency financial care? No, sorry, I know nothing about any other country. This is all for people in America, and you don't even have to be a citizen. You know, as long as you're living here, you could. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Citizens, yes, there's some separate, only for citizens, but there's a lot that's for anybody. Citizens or not. Tammy, thank you for today's workshop information. Looking forward to it. Great, Ann. Wonderful. And I'm a little disappointed when I heard a story today about seniors are happier than younger people. And boy, I know I am. This is the happiest time of my life. I've never been so grateful and feeling and love so much, and receiving so much love too, than I've ever been in my life. First of all, until just a few years ago, I never even said the word love. I thought you had to marry people if you said love. And so I was stopping my heart from growing because worried about, offending somebody or whatever. And yes, grants, all grants have to be paid back, okay? Need the applicant. Yes, Richard, you do. And that's why, but you want to find information first. You don't want to find the grants. So depending on what you want to do, you go find the organizations that help you find that. Now I'm going to put up maybe this could help a lot of people. It's 5, because most people are looking for grants because they're in debt one way or another. So here are the 5 sources. Here's a report of the 5 programs that Biden has set up. Make sure this works, Tammy. I think it is. The 5 programs that Biden put up to get out of debt, okay? Number 1 is for solving debt problems and repairing your credit. Again, do not go to Google to find this. Use this. They'll show you it says, I need access. Oh, shit. Okay, good. Let me fix that. I'm glad you tried that. I keep forgetting to do that. Share, Sunny and share, right? Is that it? It says share. Anyone with a link. Okay, done. Okay, see if that works, Tammy. Yes, it does. Okay. Richard, does it work for you too? Okay, so the first one is where you want to talk to people, make appointments for you to help with your debt and bills, okay? Student loan debt. There's a lot of forgiveness in student loan debt, so you want to follow that video there and contact those offices to see how you could apply to them. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Okay, and for business and nonprofit, and if you're a freelancer or just want to work at home or anything, then the next video shows you how to get free help with that. And again, don't call these people and say, I need a grant. You call these people and say, hey, I need help with my business or nonprofit or whatever. Who could help me? And that's the way you do it. You don't want to do home repair grants. Yes, item number 8 on the Meta Business Report, Lawrence, is all the sources for home repair. There's a lot of new ones coming up every day, and they're all listed there, Lawrence. So make sure you do it. Okay, government programs to reduce your tax debt. If you owe taxes, look at that video, because there's programs there that where you don't, and Tula is a member, and she's going to hopefully help members soon. She got her tax debt reduced from $50,000 to $10,000. Okay, there's also free legal help for low-income people to fight the IRS if you want to do that. And there's also other ways not to pay your taxes if you have financial problems. So there's ways. Don't go to an accountant. Don't go to Google. You're just going to wind up paying money for something you could get for free. Okay. Now, also, there's another way to how to get rid of medical debt. Okay, and even your bills, or rid of copay and everything. I think that's very important. More people are going bankrupt because of medical debt than anything else. So you want to use the resources that are there to help you with medical debt. You know, guys, I don't know. I'm feeling I'm getting weak. I'm as strong as a bull, but I think I just got too many things going here. And because of the business having that problem with our credit card, and I think we lost a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars at least. I thought it was going to be a lot more, but when they pulled the plug, but it's still, so I'm sorry I'm going to have to go because I feel my voice going. So that's an indication is that there's something about me that's not strong, and I better go take care of that. I mean, I work 24/7. There's nothing more I want to do than help you guys or help anybody else that needs help. That if I have something that may be able to help you, and I want to be here for the rest of my life doing that. And there's nothing else I want to do. A vacation sounds stupid to me. Why am I still be? If I got to recharge my batteries, fine. But it's just to get better, to help you better, and to grow better. And that's what grows my heart, my mind, and everything else, is trying to help people. And so not only solve your problems today, but to help you start building a life that you can give more of yourself to the rest of us. And there's a lot of government programs to help you do that. And I think that's what life is about. How can we take care of ourselves well enough so we can be strong enough to help other people? And if we all do that, man, I think everything will be solved, right? From your lips to God's ears, or something like that. I don't know what that is. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I can't explain well enough how my heart just fools everything. It's so full that, and so wonderfully nice because it's growing every day because of you. Thank you so very much.